So here I am again, the YouTuber who filmed Cat Sees Rat, and well, I'm talking a little bit about how it actually all happened. It was the beginning of November. I was on my way to the pool on my lunch break, and I was walking through the street, and I saw a little rat running on the right on the sidewalk, just a little bit ahead of me, and I filmed that little piece. I had actually posted on Facebook as well. But then as I was getting further up the hill, the rat moved onto the other side, and I actually across the street turned around and I saw a cat coming from the left, and the cat hid behind that kind of a metal-y fancy door. And that's when I took the camera out. Well, the camera is actually my mobile phone, Samsung S9, and I started filming. And then it was incredible, because I actually thought, okay, you're going to see that the cat will go for the rat. And I was quite a bit away, and with mobile phones, usually you can't really zoom in, or the quality isn't as good. But what happened is the cat just jumped once, twice, three times over the rat, and then just tried to get away from the rat, and the rat ran behind it. So it was funny looking at it after. It was even funnier because it looks like they were playing catch, because the cat turned around and kind of waited for the rat, or was looking if the rat was still running behind it, and it did, and it turned back around, and they continued all the way past by me, which is already incredible that they were coming towards me, so they were clearer in the picture. And the fortunate things, they were multifold, because there were no cars on the street at that moment. Usually there are loads of cars and buses moving around on that street. There were very few people around. There is a school just down the road. There were places where people, they shop. So usually there were quite a lot of people and cars around. So I was very lucky that they weren't run over by a car or by a bus, and that I shot the video that was by now seen by over 33 million people in the world. When I watched the video the first time, I didn't have to cut anything, and I knew that was something special. And I knew that I could post it onto my YouTube channel, which I had just for family and close friends, just to post the shots when we were on the Freedom Tower, when we were in places that were a little different, or things that were a little different, that I just put onto the channel. I just sent a small message to RTL, the Luxembourgish radio and TV station, and there was a nice little video, and that was it. And they posted it. They put it online at about, I think it was about 1:30 in the afternoon. And the next day, I got a call at 8:48 in the morning on my mobile phone, a number I didn't know, and a country code I didn't know. So I picked up, and there was a guy from Australia. "Hello, this is Vile Hawk calling from Australia. Are you Claude Alff?" And I was all surprised, and I said, "Yes, but how did you get this number?" And he just said, "Oh, well, I got his number, and I called the number that I was given." So, okay, and what? And he said, "Well, that video that you posted, and we'd like to manage it for you." And so I was just like really surprised that this was the way it could happen. But then I said, okay, well, you have my email address, send it all to me via my email, so I can go through it and see your conditions. And during the day, there were two more companies that wanted to manage the actual video. Sent back to Vowelhog, and I said, listen, there are two more offers. I will go through them, and I will tell you by tonight what offer I will accept. So they actually increased the offer, which was not bad. And in the end of the day, I got another call from Viral Hog. This time it was Viral Hog Holland, a guy speaking with a Dutch accent. And he said, yeah, and did you think about it? And I said, well, I just going to have a look if there are no other emails that came in. And so talking to him, I finally accepted the offer from Viral Hog. And that's how it went viral all around the world. Now, people are probably asking why, because you had it on YouTube. You could have gotten the cash or whatever through YouTube. But I knew, because of my son, who is a YouTuber, Stephen Alff, by the way, Alff Books, and he had told me that as of May 2018, that you can only monetize over YouTube when you have at least 1,500 subscribers. Right now I have 125. Then I had 2 or 3. You have to have at least 240,000 minutes views per annum. If you don't have those, nothing you're getting. So there was no real thought about it. Yes, of course, I could have had it on my son's channel, but he's a booktuber and he wants to have things about books, and that's about it. So I thought, okay, I will then go ahead and let Viral Hog manage it for me, because I will never get the 1,500 subscribers, and at least then I will get some money. I was asking them, well, what can I expect? You still want to know. And they said, well, the video that doesn't go well, it's about $1,000. And a video that goes well, it's probably about $10,000. Well, I can tell you that it's nothing close to 10,000. It's even not a third of it. So it's a little bit of pocket money. It's nice to have. It's better than not having anything. But it's not what one could believe, that when you have 30 plus million views that you're gonna be rich, that you're gonna be. No, that's not the case. This was probably a once-off. It's almost like winning the lottery but not really having a big win. You don't win it every day. You might win it once in a lifetime. Some people don't win at all. It was very fortunate. The main thing is just the fun that came with it, because I like communicating. I like talking to people. I like using foreign languages. And already, just by being contacted by all the different radio stations, TV stations, by the Dodo in New York, like the first day when it was on Viral Hog, just the day after, I was talking to a journalist working for the Dodo over Messenger, and it's just like a 20-minute interview, just telling how it happened, and it's all now written on their page with the video, and that's fun. And then to hear other fun stories about the actual video. My son Stephen was then in Ireland, and he was talking to a friend from university, and that was the day after it was published, and he said, there's a nice little video, and he said, I've seen it already yesterday evening. I saw it on Reddit. So it's just like, and then like, well, who filmed it? And the friend obviously knows that Stephen is filming, and well, it obviously wasn't Stephen because he was in Ireland, and this was clearly from Luxembourg. So, it was my father. Yeah, it was just coincidence. It was not prepared, and it's a funny video. Another friend of mine from Luxembourg, he came back from Thailand, and he said, listen, this is incredible. I was down in Thailand visiting my wife's family, and my brother-in-law came up to me and he said that there is a video from Luxembourg, and it's from your hometown. And then he looked at the video and he saw my name and he said, and I know the person who filmed it. So it's just like incredible. On the 14th of November, the video was posted on the India Today, especially because on the 14th of November is the Children's Day in India, and they had my video posted for the children to view the video, and I thought that was amazing, just like the little guy winning over the big guy. And I think that's a nice message that one can read into it, that you don't have to be the biggest to survive, to overcome. And that's funny. It's motivating. And obviously the catch game, playing catch, it comes into it as well. It's funny. Everybody can watch it. Everybody can see the fun of it. Yes, there were comments about the rat being sick or whatever. Yes, everybody can be sick. Even that rat could have been sick, was maybe sick. I don't know. But that's not what we're talking about. We are talking about a little video that was just like incredibly lucky to get the shot, the way it came, the way it went. That was incredible luck. But There were other funny things. In Austria, there was a politician, a green politician, who took the video and basically said that the rat was one minister and the cat was another minister, and just like making fun of the politicians in Austria. It has been all over the TVs. It has been on CNN favorite videos online. It has been on Fox News. It has been on RTL Explosiv in Germany. It has been on ProSieben, Tough. It has been in Italy on Canale 5, and there will be a couple screenshots that will be on this video that you can see where it was. It was in Thailand, it was in Canada, it was in America, it was in Mali, it was in South America, Brazil, hello to my cousin, in Argentina, in Chile, in just like Australia, everywhere, obviously in India. And that's great because there's no language involved. There might be people having difficulty now understanding. I will try, though, to do subtitling as well, just to give you a drift. But that's the advantage when you know a few languages, when you have the possibility to communicate. I've been sending messages just to people around the world, thanking them for showing the video, for sharing the video, and that's great. And it's just like the Essentiel in Luxembourg wrote an article about the biggest YouTuber in Luxembourg. My son said that's not true. There are other YouTubers that are a lot bigger than you. They have 80 million plus views. And yes, there are music channels, there are gamer channels in Luxembourg that have more views. But a single video that has been viewed obviously over different pages, like the Lad Bible, the Instagram as well as Facebook, then the Viral Hog page, my page, and others, they will be on this video as well so that you can see. And another funny thing was I got contacted by a journalist from RTL in Luxembourg, Philippe Dondelinger, and he said, well, he just sent me a message first, could I have your telephone number? Because we'd like to make a video about this. And so I sent him the number, and he called me and he said, sorry, I didn't know how old you were. And there is a difference in Luxembourgish language because there is a polite form to address a person that you don't know. It's like in French, the vous. So in English, it'd be always tu. And there is no real difference. If you want to emphasize, you might say Mr. or Mrs. to emphasize, to be more polite. But in Luxembourg, then, it's the der or du being the informal form, and der be the formal form. So he was all apologetic, and I said, why? And he said, well, I saw you are older. And I said, yes. And then he said, well, usually they're 22, 23, 25 years old doing those videos and having a YouTube channel to post their videos. And I said, well, yeah, I'm a little bit older, but I can live with the fact that you call me Claude. And he said, okay, that's fine, I'm Philippe. So they're just like those little stories that I came across. And there are obviously others. This will be it for now. God bless. Thank you all. And enjoy watching The Cat Sees Rat. Bye.